3 years ago, you were in Las Vegas as the top point guard in the country. How much have you grown in that time, and what's it like being in Las Vegas this time around now as a professional?
I've grown a tremendous amount, literally and figuratively. I've gotten a lot better with knowing the game, knowing how to position myself and help my teammates out. And I think I'm ready to be back being the top point guard in Las Vegas again. Just keep working.
How would you kind of rate your first summer league game out there today?
I was solid. It's things I could have did better, knocked down a couple more shots, but I did a good job of getting my teammates involved and keeping the energy up.
How was it? We hear guys talk about the pace and space and the speed of transitioning to the NBA. How did you find that today?
I found it just by playing, going out making my mistakes and I just played my game. I let it come to me.
Were you nervous at all a little bit during the early going?
Oh yeah, I think if somebody tell you they wasn't, they'll be lying. It's my first NBA game.
Did it feel good to kind of hit that first shot and get it going a little bit?
It did. It did. It was a great feeling. That kind of calmed the nerves a little bit.
Was it kind of maybe nerve-wracking a little bit to look over and see J. Cole there sitting on the sidelines?
No. That's like my big brother. I go chill at his house or whatever. So it's cool.
When the shot wasn't falling for you early, how much did you try to impact the game in other areas until that did fall?
Just be a high energy guy. Be a great teammate. I think that's the main thing about coming out here and playing is being a great teammate, and that's what I focus on. Keep my teammates involved and making sure I'm in position to help them out. And they do the same thing for me.
How much did you really accept that challenge of going at Chris Dunn at both ends?
I was just playing my game. Chris Dunn, my dad out there. I'm playing. It's whatever.
Coach said he liked the way you kind of were learning on the fly as the game went along. How much of that was a concerted effort on your part to kind of feel the game out, and how much of that was just settling into the game?
It's a mix of both. It's a mix of both. I got a lot to figure out about the NBA. This is my first game playing in the NBA. Different rules. The 3 seconds on defense. That happened twice this game. It wasn't me, fortunately, but it happened twice. I got a lot of things to learn, and the only way to learn is to go out there and make mistakes.
You seem to have a nice little two-man game with Brandon. What type of chemistry do you two have right
now? It's one game. I don't want to get too excited off one game, but he's a really good player, and I think it could be something. We just keep working, and we look to keep using that in summer league.
There are a lot of places you could have landed in the draft. How has Dallas been for you so far as a city and Mark Cuban and the whole experience?
It's been great. I think it's a blessing that I landed here because it's such a winning program. Everybody wants to win, and it's a selfless mentality. And that's what I'm all about. So I think it's a perfect fit for me.
To play under Rick Carlisle, one of the most respected head coaches in the game, how can that help you as you develop in your rookie season?
It's a great amount. Like I said, I got to come out and learn and make my mistakes. And when I go out there and make mistakes, and I got a guy who can teach me the right and wrong thing to do, I think it's a really good thing.
Do you see yourself as a better lob thrower or lob finisher?
I'm pretty good at both, so I can do either or, depending on what coach wants. I'm fine on either end of it.
Just based on that one on the pass?
Just a tad bit. I'll get it next time, though.
What are some of the things that the coaching staff have asked for you to do out this week?
Just play my game, up and down. Go out there and be Dennis Smith. That's what they want me to do.
Are you going to the J. Cole concert tonight?
I might. You never know.